Are you planning to travel? When is your next trip? Here are things to consider before traveling to another country. Remember, traveling may be a very good thing. In fact, it's a sweet thing if you prepare yourself very well. But if you travel wrong, you will know that traveling may be very frustrating. So these are the things to consider before traveling. First of all, you consider whether you are physically and mentally healthy enough for the travel. Yes. If you are unsure, please get advice from your doctor. Very, very important. So many people may be like, oh, it's not something so serious. I will just do this and do that. When I get to that place, I will do this to myself. No. Be healthy before you engage in any travel. There is a reason for that. And the next thing is, make sure you prepare your travel documents ready. Your international passport, your travel visa should be ready before you even book your flight. Very, very important. Then, another thing to consider is to research about your destination. When you research about your destination, there are certain things to consider. The address of the area you are going to, or the places where you are going to visit. Then, the language. What is the most common used language in that place? Then, the basic laws. Very, very important because, for example, if you are intoxicated, it is prohibited to ride a cow or horse, in Scotland. Then, it is also prohibited to feed pigeons in Singapore. You understand? Another thing also to consider is the cost of living in the place where you are visiting or traveling to. Very, very important. Don't assume. No. You need to carry out proper research before traveling to any city. If not, when you get there, you'll be frustrated. Because there are some countries that have very expensive cities. Just like somebody that is planning to travel to United Arab Emirates, one thing you should put into consideration is the city where you are going to. Is it Dubai? Is it Abu Dhabi? Which city are you traveling to? Check the standard of living in that place. It's very, very important. Yes, sir. Then, another thing you should also consider is to compare transportations. What are the transportation options in that place where you are traveling to? Like, are you going to use flight within the states or within the country? Are you going to use train? Are you going to use taxi? Or if you are going to use taxi, what kind of taxi options are there that you can explore? You know, these are things that you have to start considering before you jagba. You understand? Then another thing also to consider before traveling is what is your purpose of traveling to any country? You cannot just wake up and say, okay, I want to travel to France. What is your purpose of going there? Then if it is for tourism, then you should be able to know few places that you are going to visit in France. You cannot just book a flight to France when you have not made a research about the places you are going to visit. Are you going to be in the National Museum? Are you going to be in whatever area? You should be able to have write them down. It's very, very important. Another thing also to consider is the accommodation options. What are the available accommodation options in that place? Like Airbnb, like a girl's house or hotel. Then you check your financial status. Will you be able to stay in a hotel for the number of days that you are going to stay in that country? If you can't, then consider guest house. If you can't, then consider Airbnb. These are the things that you need to consider before traveling to any country. Then another thing also to consider, you have to consider what I call travel fatigue. I was once a victim of this. Once I traveled to Qatar and I wanted to travel within the whole cities, that is wrong. Map out the the cities you are going to visit. Don't just think that because you have traveled to the UK, then you are going to visit the entire countries within UK. That is wrong. So you have to plan yourself very well. Avoid travel fatigue. If you are going to travel to a particular city, travel to that place, then explore the city. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Don't travel to this place. You've not even seen enough. You are traveling to another place. By the time you will come back, you'll be so tired. It will even make you to break down. So avoid travel fatigue. Then prioritize your health and safety. Very important. Take good care of your personal belongings. The things you will face while traveling is that traveling from country to country is that you discover that some cities are more peaceful, and there may be low theft in some areas, and while some areas will be very high in population, and also there may be high, theft in that city. So you have to take good care of your belongings. And last but not the least is that you have to travel light. That is, pack appropriately. Make sure that you don't pack the whole luggage in this world while you are just engaging in a small travel. No. Travel light, it will help you to concentrate so that you will not be like, oh, where is this my bag? Where is it? No, 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 no. Travel light, my dear, is very, very important. So if you enjoyed this video, please do one thing for me. Share it with others. Please. Love you. Thank you for always supporting the Ubuntu family page.